Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome today. I am Michelle Valenti with the American Parkinson Disease Association. And today is June the 28th, 2022. We are going to be doing a seated level 1 class today. It will be all seated. However, if you want to stand during some of these, you're welcome to. Make sure that you have a chair nearby for balance if needed. I'm going to be doing all these exercises seated for you today. All right, so all you need is a nice sturdy chair. We are going to use some weights later, so if you want to get your weights out, you can use soup cans, baked bean cans, something that's weighted. Remember that you can always use different weights in each side. That way, if you're having trouble with one side, if one side is weaker or maybe a little sore, you can use a lighter weight in one hand and a heavier weight in the other. So don't think that you have to do the same weights in each side. But we're going to do that later. So for now, we're just going to be warming up, and then we're going to be doing some swimming moves. So some front strokes, some breaststrokes, and back strokes while we move our feet. And then we're going to move on to some boxing patterns, and then we're going to do our strength last. So you don't need your weights yet, but if you want to go ahead and get them out, please do that. And then also make sure that you have some water nearby. We will take breaks together, but we will also, remember, you can also take break whenever you want, get drinks whenever you want. Make sure you pay attention to how you're feeling. And remember, this is your exercise, your time today. So go at your own pace, do as much as you can, the best you can. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Make sure there's nothing in your way. We're going to be doing some stepping out, some arms to the side, so you don't want to be next to a wall or anything on the floor that you can accidentally hit with your feet or your hands or your arms. All right, so let's start sitting all the way to the front of the chair. So we want to scoot up. We don't want to be leaning into the back here. We want to scoot all the way up. And we want to start with our knees right over our heels. Our feet are about shoulder width apart. Okay, we're going to sit up tall, bring those shoulders back and down. All right, so pull the shoulders back and then let them come down and just kind of relax them a little bit. We're going to start with our hands down to the sides, and we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. So lift those shoulders up high, close to your ears, and then push them down as far as you can. Lift them up, push them down. Lift them up, push them down. Squeeze up, push low. Squeeze up, push low. I want you to really feel these now, warming up those shoulders, warming up our back. Okay, sitting up tall. Couple more, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. All right, shake out those arms a little bit. Now we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So lift those shoulders up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. So make little circles with those shoulders. We're going back first. Take those breaths in and out. And now let's stop and let's roll them forward. So kind of exaggerate that circle if you can. Real big circles with those shoulders. Starting to feel my back and my shoulders here. All right, shake out those arms. We're going to put our hands on our hips. I want you to sit up tall, open up your chest muscles. We're just going to do a little turn to one side, back to the center, and then turn to the other side. Now, you don't want to force this quickly. Take your time. Okay, and I want you to just feel a little twist in the waist, twist in your back and your spine. As you keep going through these, I want you to try to get a little further. So twist a little bit more if you can. Warming up that spine, warming up our waist, our hips. Let's do one more on each side. All right, let's just keep our hands on our hips. I want you to dip your chin all the way down into your chest. And then take that chin and point it up to the ceiling. And back down to the chest. So we're shaking our head yes, nice and slowly. One more time. All right, now we're going to turn it side to side. Shaking our head no, really slowly. See if you can turn it a little bit further. All right, bring those arms down to the sides. I want you to go ahead and start marching in your chair. So lifting each foot up off the floor one at a time. Let's make sure that each foot is working the same amount. So if you have trouble with one side and one side does not like to work as hard as the other, you're going to check it out. You're going to make sure we're trying to work that the same amount as the other side. So sometimes one side is weaker or maybe it's stiffer. And so we're going to try to pay attention to that. Let's see if we can get our legs up a little higher now. So a little bit higher knee lift. Just warming up those quads and our hips. All right, arms are down to the side. We're going to keep that march and we're going to curl our arms at the elbows. Just curl, squeeze those biceps. Keep doing that little march in your seat. Slow and high knees. Take those deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, good. Now let's take those arms nice and straight out to the sides. Okay, let's point our thumbs forward towards each other. Our palms are flat down. I want you to look out at those arms, see if you can get them really straight. Okay, and then take those arms and rotate them in a little circle. First, we're going forward, small circles. You're going to feel your back now starting to move here. Right, little circles using those back muscles and your shoulders. Let's go a little bigger and slower now with those arms. See it sitting up tall still, real tall. All right, bring those arms down, shake them out a little bit. Let's rotate those feet and our legs out a little. So we're going to lift a foot up, we're going to open it out to the side, and then lift it back in. Other side out and in. Get the whole foot up off the floor. Just a small little arc with that knee. Okay, just a little bit higher and rotate it out. Try to get a little higher with each one. We're warming up these hip flexors and, of course, the sides here of our glutes. All right, a couple more on each side. See if you can rotate out a little bit bigger. All right, now let's bring those arms back out again. Thumbs are straight forward, straight arms, and we're going to take those circles backwards this time. Sit up tall, open the chest. Feel those back muscles starting to warm up. Feel those shoulders working. We're going to go bigger now. Slower, but bigger. Open up the chest and squeeze the back as you rotate your hands around. Nice and slow here. All right, one more time. Shake out those arms. We're almost there. I just want you to warm up your heels a little bit. All right, so we're gonna lift up our toes, and then we're gonna lift up on our toes. So heels and toes. So lift up on the toes, lift up on the heels. So what we're doing is warming up the front of the calves and the back of the calves. Sit up tall here. Squeeze those calves up and down. All right, now take those toes, rotate them out to the side, and then rotate them in together. Out to the side, in together. So lift and out, lift and in. This warms up our ankles. Okay, it also warms up our hips because we're opening those hips up a little bit. Out and in. Out and in. A couple more. Out and in. Out and in. All right, let's get a quick drink, and we are going to go ahead and start with our swimming. So we're going to start with just a regular front stroke, okay? So I would just want you to start with the arms here, down to the side, and we're going to do one arm at a time. I want you to get the biggest movement you can. So we're going to take that arm around, okay? Now watch how my hand comes back down, all right? And then the other side, all the way around and down. So we want a big circle around from the back and down, and then switch sides. So you're going to feel your core here a little bit on the sides. It's a little twist, okay, real big. All right, now let's pick up that speed. One arm's coming up, one arm's coming down at the same time, like you're in the pool. All right, so big front stroke, push that hand down and away and rotate at the core. So we don't want to sit up straight here. We're actually turning our waist. Big arm movements forward. Keep going. Try to get real big circles. Real big circles. Use that rotation in your shoulders as big as you can. Remember, if you have shoulder problems, you just keep it smaller. Let's go 10 more seconds. You can do it. Come on. Push yourself. Get those shoulders moving. Get that back working and your waist. All right. Okay, now we are still seated at the front of the chair, so I'm going to hold onto the chair, and we're going to do a little flutter kick with our leg. So this is going to get our core and the top of our legs. We're going to hold on to that chair. I'm going to lean back. I'm going to lift both feet, and I'm going to kick, okay? Little flutter kick. All right, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me better from the side. So hold on to that seat. You're going to lean back without putting your shoulders and your back into the chair. Lift both feet and kick. All right, you can bend your knees more like this if it's hard. Squeeze your tummy in right here. You'll feel the top of your legs, and you will feel that core working. 3, 2, 1. All right, remember that one. We're going to do that in between each upper body movement. All right, next we're going to do a breaststroke. Okay, so breaststroke is where we bring both arms forward and then we rotate those arms around to the back. Remember, we push forward through the water and then rotate them out to the sides. We want to try to get those arms real long and circle back around. So we're going to lean forward in the seat and pull back around. Lean forward and push through that water. Let's go. Lean and push around. So we're squeezing our tummy here. We're also opening that chest, using the back, using the shoulders here. Breathe in and out with each one. Squeeze that tummy in as you lean forward. Real big rotations. Ten more seconds. One more time. All right. Okay, remember that flutter kick? We're making sure we're to that front of the seat. We're going to lean back without touching, and then you're going to kick those legs up and down like you're kicking your legs through the water. You can have your knees bent if you want. You're going to work the top of your legs, your quads, your hip flexors, and also that core. So we want to suck in that belly right beneath the belly button and squeeze it tight. All right, we ready? Lean back, lift those legs, and kick. Don't hold your breath, though. Breathe in, breathe out. It starts to get hard right about now. Keep going, keep going. If you need to stop for a few seconds, go ahead and do that, and then start back up again when you can. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get a drink, and then we are going to finish up doing our backstroke. So once again, using big rotations. Now scoot up so I don't hit the wall here. So once again, we're seated to the front of that chair, and you know how to do backstrokes. We go all the way back. Watch how my palm faces forward, and then it rotates around. Okay? Take your time here. I want you to get really big rotation. Big movement to the back. All right, let's go. Pretend you're in the water. You can lean back a little bit, and you're doing those big, long arm rotations, pushing yourself back through the water. We're floating on our back. And we're doing that nice backstroke. We're kind of looking up to the ceiling with our eyes. Squeeze that tummy in and use those shoulders. Take those deep breaths. We're getting there. Five more seconds. And the last one. All right, boy, I'm really feeling my back and shoulders from this workout so far today, so that's good. We need to keep these muscles really strong. All right, one more time, we're going to flutter kick. Knees can be bent. Make sure you're seated to the front of that chair. You can lean back, but try not to lean back and rest your back. Try to use your core to hold those legs up. All right, 30 seconds. If you need to stop and break, please do that, and then start back up when you can. All right, let's go. Kick those legs like you're in the water. Lean back and breathe. That's the most important part. Remember, when we're swimming, you have to breathe. You can't hold your breath the whole time. Use those legs. Squeeze that core tight. We're almost there. We have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're going to stretch just a little bit because that puts a lot of pressure on that lower back. It's great for the core, but we want to make sure that our back doesn't get tight. So let's just do a little cat stretch here. We're going to put our hands on our thighs, and I just want you to arch your back like a cat does in a chair. I'll turn to the side. You can see me a little better. Just arch that back, make a big curve, and drop your chin down. We're stretching out that spine. All right. Let's sit back up. If you need a drink, go ahead and get one. We're going to start with our boxing next. So we're going to just do a lot of pattern work. We're going to do so we're kickboxing today. We are going to be doing some jabs, some crosses, hooks, uppercuts. We're going to do some high knees, and we're doing some kicks as well because we're kickboxing today. So let's just go ahead and start with jabs. I want you to count with me. We're going to start slow and we're going to work on really big movement. So I want you to get those arms really straight and really far out there. We don't want to just stay here. We want to keep our feet shoulder width apart, and we want to use that whole body. So watch how I kind of turn a little bit. I'm not just punching my arms out. I'm going to use my body. Okay, nice big long arms all the way out, all the way in. Then we're going to cross. Okay, then we're going to hook right here, hooking in the front. We're going to uppercut. I want you to kind of bend at the waist and really bring that fist up strong in front of your face. Then we're going to do some high knees, pulling down. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to lift, we're going to kick through the heel. Arms stay up, guarding our hands stay up, guarding our face. All right, so let's go ahead and start. Let's do 10 of everything. So 10 jabs, 10 crosses, 10 hooks, 10 uppercuts, 10 knees, and 10 kicks. All right, let's go. Count with me. Real big now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and cross. 1, 2, real big. 3, extend those arms. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop it right in front of your tummy. 8, 9, 10, and uppercut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees. 1, 2, real big. 3, get that knee up there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And kicks. Lift, kick through the heel. 2, 3, we're slowing these down. 4, real big. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so we know all of our 6 moves. Now we're going to just change it up a little bit. I want to do 10 of everything. Then we're going to do 8 and then 6 of everything, back to back without stopping. So we're going to do 10 of everything, then 8 of everything, and 6 of everything. All right, without stopping. Ready? 10 jabs. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Count with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and knees. 1, 2, real high. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and kicks. 1, 2, kick through that heel. 4, 5, get that leg up there. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and kicks. 1, 2, real big. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whew, that's a long one. Take a break, get a drink. Okay, now I'm going to make a little bit different pattern here. So this is going to challenge our body and our brain. Nothing too complicated, okay? But we're going to start with 8 jabs on each side this time. So we're going to go one arm in, one arm out, same arm for 8. Then we're going to switch, okay? And then we're going to do 4 knees, okay? So 8 jabs on each side, one at a time, 4 knees alternating, all right? We're going to do that 3 times. Let's sit up tall, big arms out. Let's go. 1, 2, same arm, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and switch arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4 knees. 1, 2, 3, and jab again. 1, 2, same side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, switch arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and knees for 4. 1, 2, 3, one more time, jab. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, switch. 1, 2, 3, all the way in and out. 5, 6, 7, 4 knees. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. We're going to add on here, okay? So we're going to do the 8 jabs on each side, 4 knees, okay? And then we're going to do 4 uppercuts on each side, all right? So 4 on one side, 3, 4, and 4 on the other side. And then we're going to start over with our jabs again. 8 on one side, 8 on the other. 4 alternating knees, and then 4 uppercuts on each arm at one at a time. All right, and we're going to do that 3 times. We're going to start off slow and get a little quicker. All right, ready? Let's go. Jab, same arm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and knees. Alternate. 2, 3, uppercuts for 4. One side. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and start again. Jab. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and knees. 1, 2, 3. Uppercuts one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and switch. 1, 2, 3. Again. Jab. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and knees. 1, 2, 3, uppercuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and switch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, great job. All right, I like these patterns. It really makes us think. I also want you to try to count with me, okay? That really helps stimulate that connection from our brain to our body. So try to count with me. You can be as loud as you want at home. Okay. It's also important to use those voices. So it's important if you want, and you can be as loud as you want to be, belt it out there. All right. Let's go ahead and start with our strength and core. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my weights. We are going to start with some leg work. Okay, so we've been working a lot on some high knees. Now I really want to work on high knees and also rotating our hips. So we are going to put those weights on our legs, okay, not on your knees, but about 3 or 4 inches up from your knees. You're just going to hold them there with your hands. I want you to sit up really tall. We're just going to start with some stepping out and in. So we're going to lift one leg out, lift it back in, and then switch to the other side. Lift the other leg out, lift it back in. So we want to pretend there's something on the floor here, and we're lifting that leg up and over. We don't want to scoot our foot across the floor. We want to lift, okay? So we're lifting out, lift in and switch sides, lift out and in, lift out, lift in. You can say this with me. Lift out, lift in, lift out, real big, lift in. Let's get those legs up. Out, in, a little higher. Out, in, out, in. Lift, lift, lift and rotate. 4 more each side. Out, in, lift, out, lift in, lift out, lift in. See if you can get even bigger. 2 more. You can do it. Come on, work those hips. Now let's do one last real big one here. Lift out, in, lift out, and in. Great job. Okay. Okay, we're still seated to the front of the chair. I haven't reminded you of that in a little bit. So we're working that core by not leaning to the back of the seat, okay? And that's really important for the next one because we're going to go ahead and start with a little core work here. We're going to take those weights, if you want, and kind of lean them into your chest here. The elbows just stay out to the side. So I want to do a count of 3. We're going to lean back. We're going to count to 3, and then we're going to come up. So we're to the front of the seat. I'm going to show you this way. We're to the front of the seat. Our feet are shoulder width apart. We're going to lean back and hold for a count of 3, and then come up. Okay? So we're squeezing our tummy right here. And we're going to do 10 of these. All right, so let's lean back, hold, 2, 3, and up. 2, 2, 3, and up. Count with me. 3, 2, 3, and up. 4, 2, 3, and up. 5, 2, 3, and up. 6, 2, 3, and up. 7, 2, 3, and up. 8, 2, 3, and up. 9, 2, 3, and up. Last one. 10, 2, 3, and up. All right. Now let's go to our upper body. Okay. I want to work, we did a lot of shoulders already, so I want to work on our chest a little bit. So I want to start, and this will get our shoulders as well. So we're going to hold our weights right here by our hips. Okay, our elbows are bent. Kind of like when we start, we're curling our arms. So we start right here. I want to keep those feet shoulder width apart, and then we're just going to take those weights and shoot them straight out. Straighten our arms and pull them back in. So straighten and pull. Bring the weights together in the front now. And in. Out and pull back. When you pull back, squeeze those back muscles. out and in, out and in. Try to straighten those arms as far out as you can. Sitting up tall here. 5 more. 5. Pull back. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Okay. We're going to work on our hip rotation again, but this time we're not going to put our foot down. So once again, we're seated to the front of the chair. Our weights are on our legs. We're going to lift one foot up, hold it here. Now we're going to rotate out, rotate in, rotate out, rotate in. Let's go. 1 and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift that other leg up, rotate it out and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're going to go back to our core. Okay, this time though, we're going to lean all the way forward and all the way back. So we're going to kind of stop in between. I'm going to show you again from the side. So you're sitting to the front of the chair. Your weights are in your chest. We're going to go all the way forward, squeezing the tummy in, keeping the head up, back to the center, and then lean back as far as you can, and then back to the center. So it's forward, center, back, center. All right, we're going to do 10 of these really slow. Keep those feet shoulder width apart. All right, ready? Forward, center, back, center. Squeeze that tummy in. 2, center, back, center. 3, center, back, center. 4, center, back, center. 5, center, back, center. 6, center, back, center. 7, center, back, center. 8, center, back, center. 2 more, come on. 9, squeeze that tummy in, back, center, and last one, center, back, and center. All right, time for a break. Grab a drink. We're going to do our chest again. Okay. All right, this time we're going to do a chest squeeze instead of a slide. We bring our arms out to the sides with bent elbows, about 5 inches out from your hips. And we're going to take the bottom of our weights or our cans or whatever we have, and we're going to bring them together in front of the chest, making a little V with our weights, and then open back up nice and slow. Squeeze together, and then open up slow. 2, and open. 3, squeeze that chest, open. 4, open. 5, open. 6, open. 7, open. 8, open. 9, open. 10, let's do 2 more. 11, and 12. Okay, we're going to keep going with the legs just a little bit, but this time I want to work on our calves. So we're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart. I want you to put those weights on your legs, and I just want you to squeeze up onto your toes, squeezing your calves up and down for a count of 10. And then we're going to take our toes, we're going to bring them out, and we're also going to then go up on our toes for a count of 10. So just a little bit different way to do our calf raises there. So starting straight forward, we're going to lift and lower. 2, lower. Really squeeze the calves here. 3, lower. We're pausing at the top. Lower. 5, 6, squeeze those calves hard. 8, 9, 10. Now, bring those heels out to the side. Toes are in and lift here. 2, 3, 4. Keep squeezing those calves. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. We're going to do one last exercise for our core, and that's side bends. So we're going to bring our arms down to the sides. Our feet are a little wider now, at least shoulder width apart. Okay. We're going to lean to one side, keeping our body in a nice straight line, not forward or backwards. We're going to come up and then switch to the opposite side and up nice and slow here. Let's go. Lower, head and neck, stay in a line. Don't just dip your head, and switch sides and up. 2, up and switch up. 3, you're just bending at the waist here. Take your time. 4, and switch. And 5, and switch. And 6, and switch. 4 more. And 7, and switch. 8, switch. 9, switch. And 10, and switch. All right. One last set of chest. We will also be feeling our shoulders with this one. We're just going to do a pec press. So our arms start up like we're making a goal post. Okay, nice bend in the elbows. We're going to squeeze those elbows in together and then open up. Squeeze together, open up. 3, and open, nice and slow. 4, squeeze that chest, open. 5, open. 6, open. 7, open. 8, open. 9, last one. 10, and open. And put those weights down. Good job. All right, get a drink. We are going to stretch really good. All right, I want to stretch our hip flexors a little bit. So if you have a chair that has an opening underneath it, you can do this by putting your foot underneath. I'm going to show you this from the side as well. What you want to do is sit to the front of the chair and then dip your knee down towards the floor. Your foot kind of comes underneath the chair. So I'm going to show you this from the side if you have space under your chair. Okay, so see how my knee goes down? And I'm going to hold on to the chair. I'm going to lean back. And when I do, I'm going to stretch the front of my quad and my hip flexor right here. All right, if you don't have space under your chair, you're just going to do that from the side. So you're sitting on your seat. You're going to try to drop one knee down, holding onto the chair, and lean back. Trying to stretch right here. This feels really good. We did a lot of hip work and flexors, the top parts of our quads. All right, now let's switch to the other side. I said, you can stick your foot underneath your chair if you have space there. And if not, you're going down to the side like I am to show you here. Leaning back, I'm holding on, keeping that knee down. So you should feel it right here. All right. Okay, now we're going to stretch the back of our legs. So we're staying out to the front of that chair. We're going to bring one foot out in the front, real straight. Okay, we're going to dig our heel into the floor and pull the toe back. So I want you feeling that stretch all the way up your calf and then all the way up your hamstring. I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to push that leg straight and pull my toe way back so I feel my calf. I'm going to lean straight down over my legs, trying to stretch the lower back. If you want, you can take that opposite hand now and reach down and over towards the toes. This will get a deeper stretch in the lower back. All right, we're going to sit up and switch our legs. So bring that other leg out really straight, push it straight, pull the toe back towards you and stretch that calf muscle. Stretch that whole hamstring all the way up the back of your leg. Push it straight, lean straight forward. Remember, through all of these, we're going to take some deep breaths. I want you filling those lungs and then emptying your lungs. If you want, take your opposite hand, reach down and over towards those toes. All right, let's go ahead and sit all the way to the back of the chair. We're going to bring one leg over the other and stretch our hips some more. So I'm going to cross that leg over, make sure that my leg is not resting on my kneecap. Okay, and then if you want, you can take your hand and push that outer thigh down towards the floor and stretch the hip right here. Hold it there till you feel that nice deep stretch right here in your hips. Oh, that feels so good. It's also really important to keep those hips flexible. We did a lot of work there today. So hold it down, take a big deep breath. Good, and let's switch those legs. Other leg comes up and over. I'm going to take my thigh, push that outer thigh down towards the floor, and take another big deep breath. Boy, that feels so good. Okay. All right, I'm going to put that foot down, staying to the back of the seat here. I'm going to cross one arm across my body. My palm faces the back of the room, and then I bring my other palm up right here behind that elbow on the back of my arm. Now I'm going to take that whole arm and drop it down. So we don't want to keep it up high by our shoulder. We want to drop it down, and then take your hand and push that arm really hard into your chest. We're stretching the shoulder and the back here. Now, we want to add the neck. We're going to tilt our head to the side where our thumb is up. Hold it here and take those deep breaths. Good. And release and shake out those arms. And let's do the other side. So palm faces the back of the room. One more time. Other hand comes above that elbow on the back of the arm. Drop that arm down. Then push it into your chest really hard. And tilt your head to the side where the thumb is up. Feeling that down your neck. Feeling that back and shoulder. Keep pushing and breathing. Good. And let it go. Shake it out. We're going to finish how we started with some big, deep breaths up. Reach and stretch. And all the way out and down. Actually, I don't think we did these at the beginning, so we're going to do a couple more. Reach and stretch real tall. Make that spine really long. Big, deep breath in and blow it all the way out. And one more time. And all the way out and down. And you are done for today. Give yourselves a round of applause. Great job today. All right, we did a lot of big movements today. We did some pattern work with boxing, more big movements, some strength. I think we got it all in there. This is a good, well-rounded workout. Remember, you can look this up and play it as many times as you want if this is something that you like. It goes by the date on our website, on our YouTube channel. And you look it up by the date, it should say Parkinson's Seated Exercise with Michelle, and the date is 6/28/22. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy this beautiful sunshine, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.